Askofu wetu wa kanisa la Methodist, maaskofu wale wengine wote, ndugu viongozi wenzangu na watu wa Meru. Niko na taarifa kwa sababu siku hii ya maombi na celebration ya miaka 60 ya shule hii iliyoanzishwa miaka 60 iliyopita. Leo ni siku ya muhimu sana, na wakati niliongea na viongozi wa hapa wakiongozwa na mbunge wenu, nilikubali ya kwamba nitakuja niungane na nyinyi ndio tuweze kusherehekea siku hii, na niko na taarifa ya kusoma. Burieruri School Community, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, 60 years ago, a community and a church made a quiet bet on the future, an act of faith in education, in discipline, and in the limitless potential of Kenyan child. They believed that a school in Maua could shape the destiny of generations. Today, we affirm that they were right. We celebrate lives transformed, families uplifted, communities strengthened, and a school that has helped shape a region and a nation, one disciplined young man at a time. We honor the founders, the Methodist Church in Kenya, working hand in hand with the Ikembe community, began a journey that has transformed countless lives through education. Faith built these gates. Community kept them open. Generation after generation of young Kenyans has walked through them into lives of purpose, service, and leadership. This is the partnership government cherishes. It is why we will continue working with faith-based organizations and local communities to build more schools, equip them better, and make our education system more effective, more inclusive, and more just. Let me also pay tribute to the administration, the teachers, and the non-teaching staff of this school, past and present. Yours is a quiet and consistent service. It rarely seeks applause, yet it is the force behind every achievement this institution has recorded over the last 60 years. Let me say this to Burieruri and to every school across our republic. I am here to affirm a simple truth, that every education institution in Kenya matters. In recent months, I have visited some of our oldest and most celebrated schools: Alliance High School, Maseno, Kapsabet, Thika High, and today I stand proudly at Burieruri Boys. My administration does not measure a school by its fame, its age, or the prominence of its alumni. We measure it by the potential of the young people it nurtures. Every school matters. Every learner matters. Every teacher matters. Whether a school stands in the heart of Nairobi or on the slopes of Igembe, it carries the dreams of Kenya. That is why I will keep visiting schools across our country, because no institution is too small to matter, and no child is too far away to deserve the full attention of their leaders or their government. Ladies and gentlemen, Burieruri has understood what too many forget. Discipline does wonders, as your motto reminds us. Let me repeat. Discipline does wonders, as your school motto reminds us. Talent is common, discipline is rare. Our country does not merely need educated people, it needs disciplined ones. A nation may build magnificent schools, but if it neglects character, it builds its future on quicksand. Knowledge may sharpen the mind, but only discipline governs its use. Talent without discipline is wasted. Freedom without discipline descends into disorder. So let me speak directly to the young men and women of Kenya, and specifically to the men of Burieruri, and to every learner across our republic. Every investment we make in your future, the classrooms, laboratories, the teachers, and opportunities rests on one foundation: discipline. In recent weeks, our nation has watched with deep concern incidents of unrest in some of our schools, causing anxiety among parents, distress among teachers, and concern across the country. These events should make all of us reflect. They remind us that education is not only about passing examinations, but also about forming character, resolving differences peacefully, and understanding that every action carries consequences. Hear this truth and carry it for life. Every choice, young men, you make writes a chapter of your future. Some mistakes pass with the time. Others leave scars that last a lifetime. Before you act, ask yourself one question: will this decision make my future greater or diminish it? To parents, I make a sincere appeal. A school can educate a child, but it cannot raise one. It cannot raise your child. Be present in your children's lives. Know their friends. Understand their struggles. Walk beside them every milestone and every season. Let us recover the wisdom of African parenting, where no child belonged to one household alone, but to the whole community, where every elder was a guardian and every child a shared responsibility. That wisdom has never ceased to matter. Indeed, we need it now more than ever. Let us stand around our children so that none of them walks life's hardest journeys alone. Ladies and gentlemen, I speak as one and someone who believes profoundly in education's power to transform nations. It is the greatest equalizer. It asks neither where a child was born nor where their parents are. It asks only how far they are willing to go. That conviction explains our choices. We have treated education as the single greatest investment in Kenya's future. That is why the education receives the largest share of our national budget at almost 30%, rising from 526 billion in 2022 to 784 billion in the budget we have just passed this year. We have recruited and deployed a historic 100,000 teachers, with 24,000 more set to be recruited this year. We have also retooled nearly 400,000 teachers across primary, junior, and senior schools, as well as teacher training colleges, to deliver an effective competence-based education and training system. In the past 3 years, through the Ministry of Education and the National Government Constituency Development Fund, We have built more than 23,000 classrooms. We are building 1,600 modern science laboratories so that our learners are equipped with the knowledge and skills required in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We have transformed higher education financing through a student-centered funding model that directs support according to need and merit. It has stabilized institutions, especially our universities, that faced serious financial strain while placing the learner, not the institution, at the center. We have also honored our commitment on capitation. For 2 consecutive terms, schools received their allocation before they opened their gates, and learning never waited for funding. It shall remain so going forward. We have made these investments because every child, whether born in Maua, Mandera, Mombasa, or Migori, deserves a quality, future-ready education. Talent is distributed across Kenya. Opportunity must be too. No county is too distant. No community is too small. No child is too far away to matter. As I conclude, let me reiterate that 60 years ago, a handful of visionary men and women believed that a school in Maua could help build a nation. History has proved them right. The responsibility now passes to us. Let us be equally bold in preparing the next generation. Let us build schools that inspire excellence, families that nurture character, communities that protect our children, and a nation that never stops believing in ourselves, in our education, and in our progress. Congratulations to Burieruri Boys Senior School on 60 remarkable years of excellence. May every young man who passes through these gates live not only with knowledge in his mind, but also character in his heart, purpose in his life, and a deep commitment to serve this great country that we all believe in. Asanteni sana. Niliona nisome hiyo taarifa kwa sababu ni ya muhimu. Ni ya muhimu kwa vijana wa shule hii ya Burieruri, na ni muhimu kwa shule zote za taifa letu la Kenya. Mimi nimefurahi sana kufika hapa. Wakati mbunge wenu aliniambia ya kwamba